Hello everyone, I am B. Vishya, lecturer in chemistry, working in Indira Priyadarshini Government Degree College for Women, Nampalli. We are discussing the molecular orbital theory in the chapter chemical bonding. And in this theory, we are discussing about the applications. And applications of molecular orbital theory are of two types. One is the homonuclear diatomic molecules, another one is the heteronuclear diatomic molecules. And I have already uploaded the applications of molecular orbital theory of homonuclear diatomic molecules from hydrogen to nitrogen. That means hydrogen molecule, helium molecule, helium plus molecule, and beryllium molecule, boron molecule, nitrogen molecule, oxygen molecule applications already I have uploaded. And the bond order comparison of the molecular ions of oxygen and with the molecule of oxygen also we have discussed in my previous videos. So if you did not watch my videos, you please watch them first. So this is the O2 molecule, O2 plus molecule, and O2 2 plus molecule, O2 minus molecule, O2 2 minus molecule, and the comparison, the bond order, arrangement of the bond order in such a way that in an ascending order means lower energy to their higher energy. So, sorry, lower bond order to their higher bond order. Uh, the next one is heteronuclear diatomic molecules, and in the heteronuclear diatomic molecules, we are already discussed the nitrogen monoxide and carbon monoxide, right? And now we are going to discuss about with you um, about the third one is cyanide minus ion. So in the cyanide minus ion, this is formed by combination of two different atoms. One is the carbon and carbon atom when it is merged with the atom of or ion of nitrogen minus ion. So carbon is having a 6 atomic number, nitrogen is having a 7 atomic number, but carbon here is having 6 electrons only and nitrogen here is having a 8 electrons. Why? What is the reason? Because the 6 is the atomic number of the carbon, right? Atomic number is nothing but the proton number. So protons are nothing but what? The positive charges which are present in the nucleus of the carbon. So in carbon nucleus there are the 6 protons, means positive charges are there, so that the 6 electrons it requires because to balance the positive charges. So to balance the positive charges, 6 positive charges, there are the 6 electrons are there. That is the reason it is a neutral gaseous atom. And when this neutral gaseous atom is combining with, merging with the nucleus of the nitrogen minus ion. So here nitrogen minus ion, nitrogen is having the atomic number 7. Again here I am repeating, the atomic number is nothing but the proton number. Means 7 positive charges are there in the nucleus. And here if it is a neutral gaseous atom, then it should be have the 7 electrons only. So 7 electrons among the 8 electrons, 7 electrons are balancing the positive charges of the nitrogen, and one more extra electron is also present in the nitrogen here. That is the reason this extra electron is represented with the negative charge. So let's start our molecular orbital theory of this cyanide ion. and in the molecular orbital theory, which explain the structure of the molecule and how means what is the bonding of the molecule, bond order also it explains, and magnetic property of the cyanide molecule, everything it explains, right? So what will be the first point here? The first point of in this molecular orbital theory is the writing the atomic number, right? Atomic number of carbon atom. So that is 6, right? So what will be the electronic configuration? Electronic configuration of carbon atom is 1s2, 2s2, P2, right? So total 6 electrons are there. They arranged in the orbitals, and this 6 is the proton number, that means atomic number. So this should be equal in order to form a neutral gaseous atom, that is for carbon. And the third point is, now we need to give a information about, we have to know the information about the nitrogen also. So here the atomic number of nitrogen atom, or ion also we can take, no problem, that is the 7 only. So this is same for atom or ion, whatever it may be. The proton number never changes because it is a present in the nucleus, right? So what is our fourth point is the electronic configuration. And here we should not confuse here. So which electronic configuration we need to take here? Nitrogen minus ion electronic configuration we have to take. So nitrogen minus ion, I am writing electronic configuration of nitrogen minus ion, that is 1s2, 2s2, and if it is a only nitrogen atom then 2p3, right? But here one more extra electron is there, so that is the reason I am writing 4, means I am adding one extra electrons to it outermost orbital. And what will be the fifth point now? The total electrons present in the cyanide molecular ion. So here this is I am calling this molecule as a molecular ion. Why? Because it is not a neutral molecule. Instead it is carrying a one charge, negative charged species. So that is the reason I am calling this as a molecular ion, right? Molecular ion. So how many number of electrons are present totally? Here 6 electrons and here 8 electrons. So total 14 electrons are present in this molecular ion. And what will be the sixth point is, now the construction of molecular orbital energy level diagram of this particular, of cyanide minus molecular ion, right? So molecular orbital energy level diagram of cyanide minus. So here I am drawing, I want to change the color. So here I am drawing the molecular orbital energy level diagram of cyanide molecular ion, and here I am taking a atomic orbitals of carbon. Why I am taking this on the left side? Because carbon is a electropositive one comparative to the nitrogen. Nitrogen is a electronegative one. Among this carbon and nitrogen, the nitrogen is a electronegative ion and the carbon is electropositive ion. atom. So that is the reason I am taking the atomic orbitals of carbon on the left side and the atomic orbitals of nitrogen on the right side. So nitrogen minus ion on the right side, and in between I am writing the molecular orbitals of cyanide minus molecular ion. So here we have to know that the in the orbitals means the electrons are present in the orbital, and these orbitals only, the outermost orbitals only I am showing here, and the merging of these orbitals will be takes place, means the combining of these atomic orbitals will be takes place in order to form a molecular ion cyanide minus. So this 2s2 orbital is merging with the or combining with the this 2s2 atomic orbital of the nitrogen minus ion, and here I am writing the 2s2 orbital of the carbon. This is the pure atomic orbital of the carbon, this 2s2, and this is having some energy level here, okay, and this is merging with this 2s2 atomic orbital of nitrogen minus ion, so little less energy than the atomic orbital of the carbon. So if you see here, this energy is somewhere here, right? So this is the energy difference between this atomic orbital of carbon and this atomic orbital of nitrogen minus ion. So this is the 2s2 atomic orbital of nitrogen minus ion. 2s2 means what? How many electrons are present? So the maximum capacity of a orbital 2 only. So 2 electrons are present here, and they merge it together and forming a the molecular orbitals, right? How many molecular orbitals they form? Because the two atomic orbitals are combining with each other, and two molecular orbitals will be formed. So this will be a bonding molecular orbital, and this will be a anti-bonding molecular orbital, right? So this is represents with a sigma star symbol because it is a anti-bonding, and this represent with a sigma symbol. So we need to combine them with a dotted lines. Yeah, dotted lines in this way, and here these two orbitals are combining together and forming a the molecular orbitals of bonding molecular orbital and anti-bonding molecular orbitals, and whatever the electrons present in these two orbitals also combine together and they distribute into this. Half of the electrons will enter into the bonding molecular orbital and half of the electrons are enter into the anti-bonding molecular orbital, and this electronic configuration of molecular orbitals with exhibits with the means represents with the 2s2, and here also 2s2. Now the p orbitals are merging with the p orbitals of the carbon atom is merging with the p orbitals of the nitrogen minus ion. So how they will merge together, let us see now. So these are the three atomic orbitals of the carbon, that is having a 2p2 electronic configuration. That means in one orbital one electron, second orbital also one electron. And here this is having a little less energy. Nitrogen minus ion is having a little less energy than the carbon, right? So nitrogen minus ion, how many number of electrons are there now? 2p4 electrons are there. That means 4 electrons. So 1 electron, 1 electron, 1 electron, and fourth electron is the paired electron. And when they combine together, since if you see now here, cyanide carbon is less than, atomic number of carbon is less than 7, and nitrogen is also having less than 7 only. So here the formation of the p or means pi orbitals will be takes place first, okay. So the formation of pi orbitals takes place, then sigma orbital, and here also same in this way. So this is the sigma star orbital and this is the pi star orbital. This is also a pi star orbital um, of 2py and 2pz. So this is the pi orbital and pi orbital of 2pz, the combination of the 2pz, and this is the combination of 2y, and this is the combination of sigma 2p x orbital. Horizontal overlapping of the orbitals will give the sigma 2p x. Okay. So, these three orbitals are nothing but the bonding molecular orbitals, and these three orbitals are anti-bonding molecular orbitals. These three orbitals are anti-bonding molecular orbitals. Okay, so now tell me what are the number of electrons are there here. So these are the 4 electrons plus 2, total 6 electrons are there. So here one electron as per Hund's rule we need to follow, and we have to pair up the next one. The fifth electron will be enter into the this higher energy level, and sixth electron also. So as per the this theories, we have to fill the electrons, right? So in an ascending order we need to fill the first lower energy levels, fill the electrons, then we need to fill in the higher energy levels, right? So now what will be the next point? The next point is, after constructing the electron means molecular orbital energy level diagram of cyanide minus ion. So the what will be the next point? Immediately we have to write the electronic configuration of cyanide minus molecular ion. Cyanide minus molecular ion. So for this I am taking the another color. So what is the electronic configuration now? The sigma 1s 2 electrons is having a lesser energy than the sigma star, right? Sigma star 2s2 electronic configuration, and which is lesser energy than the pi orbitals will come pi 2p. What is 2p? Y, 2 electrons, and they are having a equal energy with the pi 2pz. 2 electrons are having a lesser energy than the sigma 2px, right? And which is also having a 2 electrons. Now, eighth point is, after writing this electronic configuration, if you see here, these are the bonding molecular orbitals, and anti-bonding molecular orbital is also having the 2 electrons. And now, is there any unpaired electrons are there? No, there are no unpaired electrons are there, and all are the paired electrons only. So, if all are the paired electrons, what will be the magnetic property or magnetic behavior of a molecule? Magnetic behavior of this particular molecule, let us see now. So there are, since there are no unpaired electrons are present, there completely paired electrons are there, and if all are the paired electrons, what will be the magnetic behavior? The magnetic behavior of this molecule is diamagnetic. Why it is a diamagnetic? uh, why? Because all are the paired electrons and they repulse with each other. So the spin motion will be zero, and the orbital motion is also zero. So because of this motions, nil motion, there will not be any motion in the electron. So if it is there any unpaired electron, then only it which will be acts as a the magnetic pole, otherwise it will not act as a magnetic pole, because the spin, this upwarded arrow is having a plus half and downwarded arrow is having a minus half. so that this plus half and minus half will be become cancelled. So which results a diamagnetic compound. Diamagnetic means this when the substance placed under the external magnetic field, it will be repulsed. So this is called as the diamagnetic substance. And what will be the next point? The ninth point will be calculation of bond order. So what is the calculation of bond order? The formula I have already given. So the number of electrons present in the bonding molecular orbitals minus anti-bonding molecular orbitals. That means electrons present in the bonding molecular orbital minus number of electrons present in the anti-bonding molecular orbitals divided by 2. So here the bonding molecular orbitals, how many are there? 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8. So 8 bonding molecular orbitals, 8 electrons are there. In anti-bonding molecular orbitals only 2 electrons are there. So 8 minus 2, which will give the 6 minus 8 minus 2 will be 6 divided by 2, which will gives the 3. So what is the bond order here? The bond order is 3. That means this carbon means there is a 3 bonds are there between the carbon and the nitrogen minus ion. So there are the 3 bonds are there in between the carbon and nitrogen minus ion. And one more thing is this is the isoelectronic. This is isoelectronic with nitrosonium ion, NO plus ion, as well as N2 molecule also. So this is the isoelectronic. What is the isoelectronic? Isoelectronic means how many number of electrons are there in the cyanide minus ion? 14 electrons are there, and here NO plus ion is also having a 14 electrons, and N2 molecule is also having a 14 electrons. So let us see now for nitrosonium ion. Then the next one is the fourth one, that is a nitrosonium ion, NO plus ion, molecular ion. So which formed by the result of the combination of atom of nitrogen, neutral atom of nitrogen, and oxygen plus ion. So here nitrogen is a neutral gaseous atom and oxygen is carrying a positive charge. Positive charge means what? Oxygen is lost one electron. So how? Let us see now. Nitrogen is having the atomic number 7, oxygen is having atomic number 8. That means how many number of protons are there in the nitrogen? 7 protons are there, means 7 electrons are also revolving around the nucleus of nitrogen here. But in oxygen, so how many electrons are there? Here how many electrons required for the oxygen? 8 electrons required to balance the 8 protons, but here only 7 electrons only present in the oxygen. So whatever the 7 electrons are balancing the 7 protons, 7 positive charges, but one extra proton is left over as a positive charge. That charge we are showing here. And here in nitrogen there are the 7 electrons there, right? So what will be our first point? What will be our first point in the molecular orbital theory? So we have to know the atomic number and electronic configuration of both the atoms or ions, right? So here atomic number of nitrogen, I am taking nitrogen atom, that is 7, and electronic configuration electronic configuration of nitrogen atom, that is 1s2, 2s2, P3, right? So the third point is, now we have to know the oxygen. So atomic number of oxygen ion I am taking here, no problem, you can take the atom also, 8, right? And for fourth point is the electronic configuration of oxygen plus ion is, since it lost one electron, so that is the reason the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, P3. Okay, so fifth point is the total number of electrons in, now we have to take NO plus ion, NO plus ion. So how many electrons are there? I already told you, the 14 electrons. And sixth point is the construction of molecular orbital energy level diagram of nitrosonium ion, NO plus molecular ion. So, as per energy level I am taking here, and now we have to take on the left side the electropositive atom, right? So among these two, which one is the electropositive? Nitrogen is electropositive and oxygen is electronegative. So atomic orbitals of nitrogen atom I am taking in the left hand side, and atomic orbitals of oxygen plus ion I am taking in the right hand side, and molecular orbitals of NO plus ion I am taking here. And in the atomic orbitals of the nitrogen, this 2s2 orbitals are merging with the 2s2 orbitals of the oxygen plus ion, right? So here I am taking, and this nitrogen atomic orbitals are having a little high energy than the oxygen atom, right? So this one, okay, so here this is a 2s2 atomic orbital, and this oxygen is also having a 2s2, and they are merging together and forming a molecular orbitals. So same number of the molecular orbitals, that is two atomic orbitals, are merging together and forming a two molecular orbitals. One is the bonding molecular orbital, and another one is the anti-bonding molecular orbital, and this bonding molecular orbital is represents with the sigma, and anti-bonding molecular orbital is represents with the sigma star. So here we need to combine these atomic orbitals and molecular orbitals in this way, and here two electrons are there and two electrons are there, and here total number of electrons are 4, right? So 4 electrons we have to enter like this. And the next one is the this p3 atomic orbital of the nitrogen is merging with the p3 atomic orbital of oxygen plus ion, right? So this is also having a little high energy, the carbon sorry nitrogen atom is also having a little high energy because it is a electropositive atom. So three electrons are there, so that each atomic orbital is having one electron in each, and the Oxygen plus ion is also having a 2p3 electronic configuration. So the three electrons are present in a one orbital, means one orbital is having a one electron, and the total how many orbitals now? Six orbitals are merging together, so that six at molecular orbitals are also forming. And here, since this is atomic number 7 and oxygen is having the atomic number 8, so that first the sigma bond will be takes place, sigma orbital formation will be takes place, which is occupies a lower energy level. And here I forgotten to write the 2s2 and 2s2. Okay, and this is a sigma 2px. This is the result of the combination, the merging of the px or atomic orbital of nitrogen and the oxygen. So sigma 2px and pi 2py, and this orbital is pi 2pz. So these are the bonding molecular orbitals, bonding molecular orbitals. And now the upper portion will be as usual, so pi orbitals and the sigma star orbital. So sigma star orbital is always the result of, formed the result of the combination of the overlapping or merging of the 2px orbitals. Just connect with the dotted lines, and this is pi star because they are the anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So pi star 2py and pi star 2pz. So total number of electrons, how many electrons are there? 6 electrons are there, and simply enter the electrons, fill the electrons such a way that each orbital is having a 2 electrons each. So this is the molecular orbital energy level diagram of nitrosonium ion. The next point is, seventh point is, after constructing the molecular orbital energy level diagram, now we need to write the electronic configuration of NO plus ion. So here in a ascending order we need to write the electronic configuration, which starts with the sigma 2s2 is having a lesser energy than the sigma star 2s2, which is having a lesser energy than the sigma 2px. Two electrons are having a lesser energy than the pi 2py, which is equivalent energy with the pi 2pz is having a 2 electrons. And the eighth point is, after adding the electronic configuration of molecular orbitals, then we have to see for the unpaired electrons. Is there any unpaired electrons? No unpaired electrons are present. So the magnetic behavior of this molecule will be, magnetic behavior of this particular molecule will be what? Diamagnetic. Diamagnetic. Why? Because all are the paired electrons, and when this paired electrons present, all are paired electrons present, so when it kept under the external magnetic field, which will be repulse. So that is the reason it is a diamagnetic molecule. And the ninth point will be the calculation of bond order. Bond order calculation. What will be the formula for the calculation of bond order? So the bond order is equal to the number of electrons present in the bonding molecular orbitals minus the number of electrons present in the anti-bonding molecular orbitals divided by 2. So which will gives the bond order for us. And how many electrons are present in the bond order? Bonding molecular orbitals 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2, 8 electrons are present, minus anti-bonding electrons are 2. So 8 minus 2 will be 6 divided by 2 will gives the 3. So the bond order will be 3. That means there is a similar to the previous molecule, that is cyanide molecule, this nitrosonium ion is also having a 3 bonds between the nitrogen and oxygen. So the next one is the fifth one, that is HF molecule, the molecular orbital theory of HF molecule. So this is the combination of the two atoms. What are the two atoms here? This is the merging of atomic orbitals of hydrogen and fluorine, right? Fluorine atom. So merging together and forming a hydrofluoric acid. So how the bonding takes place between the this HF molecule will be explained by the molecular orbital theory. And here we know that this is belongs to the 1s orbital. So that means this is having a atomic number 1, and 1 is 1 electronic configuration, and fluorine will be having a atomic number 9. So how the bonding will be takes place, let us see now. The first point is as it is. So first I am taking the information of hydrogen here. Atomic number of hydrogen atom, that is 1. And second point is the electronic configuration of hydrogen atom is 1s1. And the third point, which belongs to the fluorine, means any halogen we can take. So atomic number of fluorine atom is 9. And what is the fourth point here? Electronic configuration of fluorine atom, that is 1s2, 2s2, p5. So the p orbital is having 5 electrons, and this is the outermost orbital for the fluorine atom. And what will be the outermost orbital here for the hydrogen? This is having only one orbital, in that s orbital only there, and which is having only one electron. And what will be our fifth point? The total number of electrons. Total number of electrons present in HF molecule. HF molecule. So the total number of HF molecule, the how many electrons are there now? Here 1 electron, and here total 9 plus 1, 10 electrons are there, right? 10 electrons are there. And if we take only these electrons into the consideration, 2 plus 5, 7 plus 1, 8. 8 electrons are there. But I am taking all the electrons into the consideration. And the next one is the sixth point is the molecular orbital energy level diagram of HF molecule, hydrofluoric acid molecule is, I'm changing the color. So this is the energy level diagram. That is the reason I am representing with this arrow symbol. Is the ascending order from lower energy level to the higher energy level. And this side I am taking a atomic orbital of hydrogen, because hydrogen is a electropositive element comparative to the fluorine. So this is the electronegative atom. So atomic orbital of hydrogen I am taking in the left side, and atomic orbital of fluorine I am taking in the right hand side. And then the molecular orbitals of HF molecule, hydrogen fluoride molecule. So see here, this is the atomic orbital of hydrogen, and which is having only one s orbital, only one s orbital. In this only one electron present, that means here one electron present. But this fluorine atom is having a outermost orbital, that is a 2s2p5, and which is having a lesser energy actually. So 2s orbital is having a very less energy. This is the 2s orbital, and there is a lot of energy difference between the 2s orbital of fluorine atom and 1s orbital of atomic orbital of the hydrogen atom. So the merging cannot be takes place here, because here already the 2s orbital is having a very less energy comparative to the hydrogen atom. And the 2p5 orbitals of p orbitals of the fluorine atom is somewhere here. So 3p orbitals are there, and which is having a 5 electrons. So in the px there are the 2 electrons are there, and the py there are the 2 electrons are there, and this electron means only one unpaired electron is there. And now this atomic orbital merging will be takes place. How the merging will be takes place is, these 2s orbitals are not involving in the bond formation at all, and they remain as a non-bonding electrons only. And these two atomic orbitals are also, they are they have to involve, but they are having a non-bonding electrons, means the energy of this orbitals, atomic orbitals, and this atomic orbital, these orbitals are same here. And this electron, whatever the one electron will be there, this is having a one more bond. And molecular orbital energy level diagram is in this way. Okay. And this atomic orbital, total how many atomic orbitals are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. But how many orbitals are there? We written here only 3 atomic orbitals we written. So one more atomic orbitals will be formed uh, here, here, and this means they remain as a pi orbitals only, and non-bonding electrons. They remain as a non-bonding electrons. Non-bonding electrons. And here the merging of these two atomic orbitals will be takes place, this electron and this electron. So merging of these two atomic orbitals will be takes place. So here two electrons will be formed. So this will be a sigma bonding will be takes place. Sigma bonding will be takes place. And molecular orbital electronic configuration of the next point is, seventh point is the electronic configuration of HF molecule. HF molecule is uh, that is sigma 2 electrons. Sigma 2 electrons. So sigma 2 electrons only. So here I am not writing this s and this p orbital here. So only sigma orbital, which is a bonding molecular orbital, and this is the anti-bonding molecular orbital, and they remained as a non-bonding electrons only, and this orbital is merged with the this orbital and forming a pair. So sigma 2 electrons. And now, is there any unpaired electrons are there in the molecular orbitals? No, there are no unpaired electrons are present in the bonding molecular orbitals or non-bonding electron orbitals. So, what will be the eighth point? The magnetic behavior or magnetic property of HF molecule. So, what is the magnetic property of a HF molecule? The magnetic behavior will be diamagnetic. Why? Because there are the all are the paired electrons only there in the bonding molecular orbitals. So, this is the diamagnetic molecule, diamagnetic substance. So, when it kept under the external magnetic field, it will be repelled by the external magnetic field. And the next point is, the ninth point is the calculation of bond order. And how to calculate the bond order? The formula is the number of electrons present in the bonding molecular orbitals minus the number of electrons present in the anti-bonding molecular orbitals divided by 2. So here the bonding molecular orbitals are having only 2 electrons, and in anti-bonding molecular orbitals there are no electrons present. So divided by 2. 2 minus 0 is 2 only, divided by 2, which will give the 1 electron. Sorry, 1. A bond order is 1. That means between the hydrogen and the fluorine there will be one sigma covalent bond will be present. So this is explained by the molecular orbital theory.